Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Basement Card Collector. In today's video we're going to recap our most recent stop into our local card shop, and I wanted to do my little portion of a tribute to the great Willie Mays. He passed away last week on June 18th, and I went looking through my Willie Mays collection, which is very sparse to say the least. So I did dig out this 1962 archive card. It is not the original, of course, 62, but it's just a great photo. I do not have that card, but it's just a really cool connection to that 62 tops. And this is my Decal Edge Willie Mays. I don't know what year that is, but it's my closest thing to a playing days card of the great Willie Mays. I do have the 1973 tops, but it's him in a Mets uniform, and I really just like him in a Giants uniform is kind of how I see him. Sorry, Mookie Chilson, I know you love him as a Met, but I really just like him in that Giants card, so that's what you see here today. So back to the LCS stop. I did stop in on the 19th, I believe, just the day after he had passed, and I thought I need to pick up a Willie Mays card, and so we did. Check this out. It's a shiny version. I just don't have many, and again, this is not a playing days card, of course, but it's kind of cool to see some shine and to see the Willie Mays, and this is on the 87 tops design, of course. And so I was glad to pick that up just for a couple nothings almost. I think just under I think it was $1 perhaps. And sticking with former stars on current day things, how cool is that? The Mickey Mantle. And I'm a set builder and a set collector, and I've purchased some of the sets in the past, and the Mickey Mantle cards just are always pulled, and he is number 7 in those top sets. He did that for a few years in a row. I think that was also in the dollar bin. It actually was really close to the Willie in the box, so we picked up that. I think that's really cool. Same thing, in a very close proximity in the pack of cards I pulled out to dig through was this 82 tops leaders card. I don't have that in my Nolan collection. I do have it in the top set, but I like to pick up those and separate them, so get a copy for the Nolans and a copy for the set. I've never even seen that one, so I thought that was kind of cool on the ERA on the leader card. A mini subset. I do love collecting the Chicago Cubs. I have a team binder we're working on, and all the top sets we're working on, and I picked up 2 team cards, the 61 tops and the 67. Why am I spinning it? I don't know. But 2 more for my for my Cubs team card run. We'll double those up just for space. So I picked those up, pretty cool. I picked up another, I feel like every time I go, I pick up another card of Mr. Billy Williams. And so I have not put together the tops run yet. But man, every time I go, I feel like I pick up 1 more or 2 more. And here is the 1970 tops. The sticker on that card, I don't believe is what we paid for it. But I just love, for 1, the Cubs, and 2, Billy Williams. And he's a Hall of Famer that had really great numbers. And he's a Cubby, so it's like a double whammy for me. I picked up the 1970. And how about this? The 1962. And if you watched my last local card shop pickup video, I picked up a few other 1962 tops, and for some weird reason I'm on a small run of 1962 tops cards, and now I think I have 8 cards in total. I think we are just about, 0.1% completion there, so how cool though. The 62, the Gold Cup, Billy Williams, just what a great card. And last summer we picked up the 61. Those sure do look nice together. 61 Topps, 62 Topps Gold Cup. So super happy to pick up the 2 Billy Williams cards. And before I show you my favorite things we picked up, I also picked up another set for the Topps set run. You can see here the 2008 Topps set, 660 cards. And again, the shop owner kind of gives you the standard, you know, hey, is the whole set here? And he's like, well, I assume so. And most of the time he's been correct. I did go through and pull out all the cards and put them in order, and they are indeed all 660 cards in really good shape. We picked up that Topps set to go towards the ever-growing Topps run, so I'm very happy with that. And the final 2 pickups, digging through his vintage box, and he has a great collection. As you can see here, these 61, 60, he has things back as far as you can imagine, and he's just pretty good with pricing. I have seen many of you out there with the Baseball Thrills cards. I have never had this Ernie Banks and couldn't be happier to pick this up. And this is what we paid for it. And I didn't go looking for it, but I've seen several of you with this whole set, a few cards of it. He also had a Stan Musial there, but I didn't get it, but I probably should have. But for sure, when I saw the Ernie for 10 bucks, I just couldn't say no. This is from the 59 Topps. An excellent addition to my Cubbies collection, and especially Mr. Ernie Banks. This is his MVP award card, like it says there. He was a back-to-back MVP award winner. So super, super happy to pick up the Baseball Thrills Ernie Banks card. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, if you're wondering, you may be wondering, that's strange. He's shown 2 Cubs team cards, 2 Billy Williams cards, including the super sweet Gold Cup card, and an Ernie Banks, and it's not his favorite of the video. It's because when I went there looking to pick up a Playing Days card of none other than Mr. Willie Mays, and check out what we found in the same box. Wow, look at that. I have a Willie Mays Baseball Thrills card, and he had a couple leader cards actually from the 62 Topps set. He had a couple other cards that were, I think, a combo card with him and someone else, I think. And this is not a photo on card Willie Mays card. It's not a, what am I looking for? It's not a base Topps card, but it's him making the iconic catch. The Vic Wertz Cleveland Indians monster smash ball to center field. And I flipped this back over and read the back of this. Now, the Polo Grounds is where they were playing this game was happening. And I've told this story, or in my head, in my version, the center field fence was 450 feet, which would be an absolute bomb. If you see that number in the right-hand corner, center field fence is 480 feet from home plate. And then Willie, of course, tracked it down over the shoulder, back to the plate, and turns and throws in a rocket of a throw. And I just couldn't be happier to get this card. And I had talked about getting a Playing Day card of Willie Mays, and it just was really cool. It was the day after he passed, which also kind of put me on the little bump to go pick it up sooner than later. But still, I couldn't believe that I ran across this card. And for the price on it, that is what we paid. He also had mentioned he had a couple others he was going to be taking to a show, and they were quite a bit more, of course. So to pick up a 1959 The Catch Willie Mays Baseball Thrills for $15, it was a no-brainer. And so for this video, Willie Mays is going to take the cake here for my favorite pickup of my most recent stop into my LCS. Love that Ernie Banks, and I love those Billy Williams and the team cards and so on. But man, I couldn't be happier. Willie Mays, Baseball Thrills, for just a small chunk of change. And so now I can say I have a Playing Days Willie Mays card to go along with my ever-growing vintage box collection. So cool. And again, Willie Mays is just one of a kind. Home runs, defense, stolen bases, average, hits, runs scored, just did it all. And all-star games, I think 24 all-star games. Just, and you've heard those things before, but now I feel a little bit connected to Willie Mays himself by picking up this one card. So that'll do it. Some cards, another set for my Topps run, but the winner for this trip for sure, the Willie Mays card. So couldn't be happier. Thank you folks out there for watching, and we'll see you next time.